This is 6 News Now, sponsored by the University of Michigan.
New travel restrictions start today for anybody heading to America from an international location. This includes new testing rules regardless of vaccination status. Let's go right now live to the Capital Region International Airport, and that's where we find 6 News reporter Michael Thomas. He's here for us now to get us up to date. Good morning, Michael.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. You know, it's going to be a big surprise for a lot of people in other countries who are coming here to America, because if they get to the airport and they don't have a negative COVID-19 test that's 24 hours old, well, they're not getting on that plane and they're not coming here to the States. Take a look at these details we have on your screen. Now, starting today at 12:01 Eastern Standard Time, all international travelers 2 years and older coming to the U.S. need to show a negative COVID-19 test within 1 day prior to flying. Now, that's regardless of vaccination. Now, this mandate will replace the previous one that was a 3-day requirement for those testings. Now, the federal mask mandate has also been extended through March 18th, which means travelers must mask up on all public transportation, including airplanes and airports. Now, those violators who do not follow those rules can be fined up to $3,000 by TSA, and those just recently went up. Now, fines against unruly passengers can go up to $45,000. We'll come back to us here now live. Now, again, this all started at 12:01 this morning. It's for international people who are coming into the U.S. They need to have a negative COVID-19 test, and it needs to be 24 hours old. Started 12:01 Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you can imagine people who were traveling a little bit before that, because they're in their time frame, they didn't make it on that plane if they didn't have that negative COVID test that was 24 hours old. More details on WLNS.com. Here for you live this morning in Lansing. Michael Thomas, 6 News.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
This is one of those days where right now is going to be when the weather is the most cooperative. Conditions go downhill as we head throughout the day, both in terms of wind gusts, snowfall potential, and temperatures. Let's take a look at the Skyview network this morning, our Jackson cam. Pavement is just wet. We're seeing temperatures that are still above freezing for now, 39 degrees. Wind steady at about 10 miles per hour, occasionally gusting up to 15. We see the Grand Ledge cam now, 38 degrees our current temperature. Winds already gusty today, up to 25 miles per hour. And as we head to the WLNS cam, looking over the Saginaw Grand River Junction, we're at 39 degrees, winds steady at about 10 miles per hour, gusting close to 20. We have a winter weather advisory in effect for parts of the area. That's for Lansing, Jackson, essentially the 127 corridor and areas off of the northwest. It's for the combination of lake effect snow showers and gusty winds. Elsewhere, we have a wind advisory in effect, and that's, of course, for those gusty winds that are expected. We're at 40 in Lansing, 38 in Mason, it's 39 in Jackson and Howell, 38 in Hillsdale this morning, and 37 in Ionia. As we head through the day, temperatures will take a tumble. By the middle of this afternoon, we're seeing widespread readings below freezing, and they continue to plummet through the evening and overnight. By tomorrow morning, we could be seeing readings in the teens, 16 degrees in Lansing. And yeah, it's going to be pretty chilly. And as if that wasn't bad enough, winds are going to be increasing dramatically. They're starting to pick up a bit, especially from west to east, where it's steady at 14 miles per hour here in Lansing, 10 miles per hour in Jackson. They'll be increasing rather quickly later on this morning, and by the afternoon, we'll be seeing widespread gusts between 40 to 50 miles per hour. So very breezy day for us. Certainly, we'll likely see some power outages. It's a good day to make sure your phone's charged, secure any loose outdoor items, trash cans, etc., Christmas decorations, and it's only very slowly that they begin to weaken. As a result, the dropping temperatures and the gusty winds means that wind chills by around the evening commute will be down into the teens. And by overnight tonight, we could be seeing readings close to 0. So this is one of those days where it's going to feel a lot different on your drive into work than it will your drive home. So certainly plan accordingly. And as if that wasn't bad enough, we expect some lake effect snow showers as well. Now, it's overcast right now. We have that low pressure system still centered over Lake Superior. And as that continues to drag its way off to the east, lake effect snow will begin to fire up as the cold air wraps around. Some areas on both sides of the bridge yesterday saw 8 to 12 inches of snow. It was quite the snowstorm. Lake effect fires up here later on this morning, continues to the afternoon. Occasionally moderate intensity, and with those gusty winds, we could see occasional whiteout conditions. Those persist through the evening before gradually winding down overnight tonight. And it's going to be a short-lived event for us, but enough to create a few travel headaches. Precision cast snowfall shows anywhere between a trace for areas off to the east to perhaps an inch or two, especially west of US 127. Really just a trace will be enough to create some headaches, especially with temperatures below freezing and those gusty winds. Occasional whiteouts will be possible, so you may encounter some travel hazards as you head throughout your day. Overall, not an ideal day to be outside. This is the average temperature, 35. Dropping temperatures, snow showers, gusts to 50 miles per hour. Your 6-day forecast shows readings down to the low to mid-20s for a high tomorrow. Thankfully, that's the coldest we get. Not a lot of sunshine in this forecast, but we do have a lot of rain and snow in store, especially for the second half of the week. The current time is 6:49. We've got more heading your way on 6 News this morning. We'll be right back.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier and with one tap. You have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
I'm Siobhan Klipfer, and if you're looking for a different kind of lunch break, check out the Daily Digital Debrief every weekday here for you at 12:30 on WLNS.com and on the 6 News app. It's a little bit of news, a little bit of weather, and a little bit extra. We'll see you.
Michael, thank you very much. Today, authorities with the Oakland County Sheriff's Department say they plan to interview an artist from Metro Detroit believed to have helped the parents of Ethan Crumbley hide from authorities on Friday. James Crumbley and Jennifer Crumbley were arraigned on 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter each, but that followed a day-long manhunt with authorities finding them inside an art studio in Detroit. According to authorities, James and Jennifer Crumbley did not break into the space, but were helped by someone who let them into the building. The owner of the building revealed himself through a statement from his attorney. He said the owner of the art studio had a friendly relationship with the Crumbleys, but was not aware of the charges or that they even stayed after he left the building until Saturday morning. It's unknown if he will face any charges, but 6 News will keep you updated.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier and with one tap. You have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
Also this morning, officials with Corona Public Schools say classes will be canceled in an abundance of caution after an online threat was made to one of the schools. In a letter to parents, the superintendent says law enforcement doesn't believe the threat is credible, but want to make absolute sure students are safe. Decisions about after-school activities will come later in the day, depending on what authorities say. The superintendent adds that the district will pursue charges against anyone who makes a threat and will work with law enforcement to prosecute to the fullest extent of the law.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
I'm Siobhan Klipfer, and if you're looking for a different kind of lunch break, check out the Daily Digital Debrief every weekday here for you at 12:30 on WLNS.com and on the 6 News app. It's a little bit of news, a little bit of weather, and a little bit extra. We'll see you then.
Welcome back. 6 News is not only here for you on air, but also online at WLNS.com. So joining us now live in studio is our digital reporter, Autumn Pitcher, with what's trending on the web right now. Good morning, Autumn.
Good morning, Jorma. A new Michigan law is now allowing firefighters with cancer to become eligible for workers' compensation benefits. New legislation signed by Governor Whitmer extends eligibility to forest fire officers and fire crash officers at military airfields. Jeff Roberts, the president of the Michigan Association of Fire Chiefs, said many do not realize the health effects firefighters have to deal with that occur years later from exposure to carcinogens, and he is grateful for the expansion of eligibility for the fund. Well, if you're anything like the Griswolds or Buddy Hall from Deck the Halls with your Christmas lights display, you may want to pay closer attention to the pretty penny it's costing you. The type of lights you select and the wattage can have a big impact on your bill. On average, using a strand of mini LED lights for 6 hours a day will cost you about 52 cents per month versus a strand of regular light bulbs that would cost you about $181 per month. To find the formula on how to maintain a low budget on your lights, you can visit our website at WLNS.com.
Yeah, I have some lights up. It's not over the top. That house at the very beginning of that video, I always wonder what their neighbors think, because it's got to be so bright. Of course, there are holiday spirits.
Yeah,
but
exactly. And the ones that go to the music and play to the music.
They go all in.
You're like, they got to have the blackout curtains for that.
Right, plus you got to have a little bit of pressure on you, too, to try to compete in a little way.
Oh, yeah,
right? Oh,
for sure. You're
wow.
like, well, I might as well not even put lights out because I can't even compare.
Yeah, can't even compete. All right, we appreciate it, Adam.
Yeah.
This is 6 News Now. We will begin in 60 seconds. Six News Now will begin in 30 seconds. This is 6 News Now, sponsored by the University of Michigan, Flint.